Imagine planning your dream vacation, eagerly looking forward to exploring exotic destinations or simply taking a break, only to realize your dream vacation was turning into a nightmare.
Gave him the name of everybody in my party. He said no one is have a room under their name. And I'm like, that's crazy because we done gave this lady a total of $5,600.
You on here with a profile like you this awesome professional and you stealing people money. That's not okay.
Welcome to the world of Monica Faulkner, the scammy Minnesota travel agent, where the allure of distant lands meets the harsh reality of travel scams. Hundreds of thousands of dollars stolen from groups of people who fell victim to Monica's deceitful practices, leaving them stranded far away from home and strapped for cash. From fake hotel bookings to phantom cruises, and now the people she scammed, they want something to be done about it. We're going to get into Minnesota's Monica Faulkner, the fraud, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Shout out to everyone who requested this story, and if you're watching from the Twin Cities, let me know below in the comments. Monica Faulkner was first put on blast back in March after she took money from 50 people, promising them an island getaway on a 90s throwback Carnival cruise. But after traveling to South Florida and people lining up at the port of Miami to take off on Carnival, they found out they didn't have any legit tickets to board the ship, and the boat pulled off without them, leaving them all scrambling at the dock.
A group of Twin Cities cruise passengers was left at the terminal last Sunday, and they were watching that ship leave without them.
They blame the travel agent, who blames Carnival Cruise Lines, but Carnival puts it back on the agent. In any case, it was chaos for those who just wanted to sail away for a week. Fox 9's Karen Scullin is in the newsroom after speaking with two passengers left behind. Karen.
Cherie Goudot had been planning this cruise for a year as she was being treated for thyroid cancer. Then, when two family members passed away during that time, the trip with her sister became even more important.
Wait, hold up. This woman was out here scamming cancer patients?
But it all unraveled in a matter of minutes the day that they were supposed to leave. A week ago, they were on their way to Miami, two sisters who couldn't wait to board the Twin Cities takeover 90s throwback cruise on the Carnival Horizon. It was a much-needed spring break.
I was looking forward to hearing Juvenile, reliving some 90s music, the fresh food that was going to be on the boat, the burgers that was going to be on the boat. Just hanging out with people.
But when the pair went to the cruise terminal to board the ship last Sunday, their excitement quickly turned to confusion, anger, and disbelief. They were not going to be able to board.
The next morning we wake up, we get to the port. They can't find my name anywhere. I'm not attached to their room. Somebody else is in their room.
They say their travel agent passed by and said she would fix things, but didn't, and then disappeared.
She comes back, she walks all past us, assuring that we're going to get a room. This is what she's telling us. She goes back on the ship, never comes back out, never says anything to us.
I feel like it's unethical. Like, how could you just leave that many people standing out there? And everybody that was out there was booked under her.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
Now this is one diabolical flamingo. You mean to tell me after she scammed all of them, 50 people, she walked past them and got on the boat and went on the cruise? The same one that she booked all of them for? As a group, they paid over $50,000 for this cruise. You know what? Everybody drop a flamingo below in the comments. Give me the flamingo emoji because this right here is out of order.
Cherie says she's out $2,800 that she paid in June, along with the 50 people she was standing with on the pier.
When she never came out to address people and that boat was selling off and we're sitting on that port, people were in tears, people were upset. They were angry.
The travel agent, Monica Faulkner, apologized on social media and said in part, "Rest assured, we are taking immediate action to rectify the situation. All affected customers will receive a full refund, along with a complimentary cruise package as a gesture of our commitment to making things right." Faulkner is currently on the cruise, but I spoke to her by phone. She says Carnival canceled a number of bookings on February 21st. She tried to rebook them on the 22nd, but the ship sold out. She did not not explain why the money wasn't returned then and the clients notified. Faulkner does say their money is being held by a company called Travel Joy, who she says independent agents use to collect money for bookings, and that the money will be returned.
I'm sorry, all these folks need to get together and file criminal complaints. How do you take their money? You knew you didn't have them booked. You have them show up, all of them. Never said a word about having a problem before the trip and just allow all of them to come down there knowing they wouldn't be able to get on.
Cherie and Dee Dee aren't buying it.
And if you were going to refund, right? She keeps saying refund. You would have refunded already. You've been on that ship refunding people the money.
Cherie and Dee Dee stayed with their family in Florida for the week, but they said some people tried to fly back and couldn't because of the snowstorm. Meanwhile, others said they sat outside booked hotels waiting for a cancellation. Now, I did see a couple people on social media supporting Faulkner, who again says she'll refund the money upon her Saturday return. We reached out to Travel Joy to see if the money is actually there, but did not yet hear back. In the newsroom, Karen Scullin, Fox 9.
And see, it never fails. Every time these scammers get put on blast for scamming people, you can still find idiots supporting them on social media. They love going on Facebook and TikTok with all that baby bot bimbo babble. But I wonder what they had to say when it came out that she scammed even more people.
All right, the wild stories of Minnesota travel agent Monica Faulkner continue. In March, travelers who booked a cruise with her were left stranded on the dock in Miami, even though that they had paid.
Now a group arrived in Costa Rica not knowing they had no accommodations. Fox 9's Karen Scullin has the very latest on this unbelievable story.
When they landed in Costa Rica, 71 travelers had no place to stay. Although the group had paid in full, Minnesota travel agent Monica Faulkner had not actually paid for the accommodations. Local property managers helped out by scattering the travelers in various houses and condos.
She just was like, don't say anything to any of these people.
Travelers had to stay with people they didn't know in various locations with promises by Monica to pay the owners in 2 days.
The stories are getting worse and worse. Imagine going out of town, flying out of the country. You're in international territory. You get over there after paying all this money to this woman and find out you don't even have a place to stay. Then you end up having to be sheltered with people you don't know when you're supposed to be having this luxurious experience that you paid thousands of dollars for, only to get packed in like sardines, sheltering with strangers like you're in a homeless shelter. And just wait, it gets worse.
But she didn't show up.
Then we heard that she might have been abducted. Then we heard that she was at the hospital. Then we heard that, all this stuff.
Yes, after all these people got over there, 71 people in a foreign country, they found an emergency company that provided some place for all of them to stay. But here's the problem. Monica, she hadn't paid them either. She promised to come back in 2 days and she ran off on the plug. Not only did she run off on the plug, she tried to pull a Carly Russell and say that she was abducted.
On Wednesday, they were told to meet her once again for payment.
PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, none of that was going through. And the other people that she owes money, $3,051, they came up. They were like, you got to pay us too. He sent her an invoice on PayPal. And then that's when she started getting, acting like she was going to pass out.
First, she got lost or taken or whatever. Then she showed back up, claiming she was trying to send the payment via all these different apps. And then when that didn't work, she passed out and played sick.
In came the stretcher and off Monica was to get treated.
Too bad she wasn't in Dubai. They would have rolled her right to jail.
Meanwhile, others who were put into the fancy houses and condos were getting kicked out for non-payment. Some flew home, some travelers paid extra to stay.
Kind of bang your head, who does this? Well, Monica does it.
It appears she does. I'm told by some travelers set to vacation in Aruba, their trip was suddenly canceled 2 weeks before departure after they called the hotel to find out they were not booked, even though they had paid Monica at least $2,500 each for a room. They were told there was about 200 in the group.
Gave him the name of everybody in my party. He said no one is have a room under their name. And I'm like, That's crazy because we done gave this lady a total of $5,600.
This past Sunday, Monica called at least some of the traveling parties saying the trip was canceled. Others just stopped getting communication.
Well, Roshonda, I just told my friends to just cancel. I said, well, you just can't say that to everybody because we bought flights. Our flights are non-refundable.
Like, what's going on? Because Monica's number was going straight to voicemail. She wasn't responding back to Messenger.
Many had booked for Mother's Day or birthdays, leaving them devastated both emotionally and financially.
You on here with a profile like you this awesome professional and you stealing people money. That's not okay.
Now, just this afternoon, Costa Rica property owner Jennifer Little, who I interviewed, did get all but $125 back of what she was owed. However, others in Costa Rica, she tells me, are still owed thousands and thousands of dollars. As for the Aruba travelers, they have yet to receive any money back. And as for those cruise passengers, some got some money back, others are still waiting. Efforts to reach Monica Faulkner were not successful. In the newsroom, Karen Scullin, Fox 9.
This is not cool. These city girls are everywhere, all on social media trying to make it seem like she's professional and she's out here stealing these people's money. They are flooding every industry trying to find some way to scam money out of people. Back in March, she scammed over 50 people with the Miami cruise. Then there was that one group with 200 people in it. You have that group of over 70 people who flew over to Costa Rica and then had the nerve to try to play possum after trying to play Carly Russell. And now a group of mothers got scammed with this Aruba Mother's Day getaway. So far, she scammed hundreds of people. This is really not cool. Think about all the arrangements grown people have to make just to enjoy a vacation. A whole bunch of preparation. That's why people are really looking to enjoy themselves when they had to sacrifice so much. Their time, money, putting your day-to-day life on pause, and then you have somebody lie to you like this and steal your money from you. This is horrible. Leaving people stranded out of town. Leaving people stranded in another country. That's crazy. Now I want to know, where's the investigation? Because this cannot become a thing. Everyday people handing over their hard-earned money and expecting a vacation. No, this is not cool. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Let me know what you think about this below. Special thank you to B-Rev. I appreciate you for all of your support, as well as Dark Power and Daryl. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.